Hello there. Lisa Pezik here, flying solo on this very first podcast of 2020. I'm so glad you're here. And today I want to tackle money mindset. Ooh, I know. There are so many books about it, YouTube videos about it, meditations about it, about releasing money blocks. There's group coaching programs. There is definitely not a shortage of information around how to have a better mindset about money. But I want to share with you some deep concepts and deep learning that really impacted the way I ended 2019. You see, I went the entire year, probably when I really think about it, several years of not really realizing that my money mindset was kind of jacked up. Like, if you asked me, how do you feel about money? I would say, great. Or they would say, are you happy with the amount of money that you're making in your business? And I would say, yes. And I wasn't aware of the types of feelings, though, that money brought up for me when times maybe weren't going so good. Like, we didn't think it through. And we would start working with clients who didn't value us, people who, around money, just wanted to make money quick. And they didn't have any integrity in the way that they made it. And we didn't see that in the beginning. We just thought, okay, we're creating them a website or a funnel or a course or a membership, some lead generation, helping them grow their business. And they seemed like they were heart-centered. But when we really got down into any kind of relationship that you get into, and you get into the nitty-gritty and you start working through some things, realizing that they were doing it because they just wanted to be millionaires. They were doing it because they wanted to make money. They were doing it because they wanted to feel safe. They had something to prove. And I thought to myself, damn, that's messed up. That's not why you create courses and products and programs. And how did I not see this? And how did I get aligned with attracting these kinds of people into our business? Now, it doesn't happen often. I'm talking for every, 20 clients that we get, 30 clients that we get that one that makes you go, oh, right? And again, not bad people, just different values, different drivers, different morals. And I found myself judging them, saying, well, that's jacked up. They're not doing this for the right reason. I don't know how long this is going to work. And then I kind of started to unpack it and I thought, whoa, Lisa, living in a glass house, hoping nobody throws stones. What's my money mindset? Why do I do what I do? And why do I feel this anxiety that when a client contract closes, meaning a very happy client, the work is done, everybody's happy, hooray, launched, beautiful, going great, I feel this anxiety around, oh my God, where's the next client going to come from? And even though we may have 5 or 10 new batches of people that we're helping, because of course we put out our own content marketing, we run our own ads, there's no shortage of clients. I found myself in 2019 getting really anxious about feeling like we didn't have enough, even though we're busy. So there were no visible signs to tell me that there was a lack of clients or lack of money coming into our business. I just had this anxiety and I created this feeling that we weren't safe in our financial security. We weren't being seen. And I was so afraid that we were going to start attracting these 1 or 2 bad seeds that we had experiences with. And it kind of spun me in this tizzy of, instead of being positive and excited about the growth and expansion in our business. I was trying to prevent. I was trying to put up the wall. I was trying to filter only the right people in, and that doesn't work. And that came down to money when I really started to unpack it. And I thought, damn, I do have some money mindset issues. And I was sharing this with Eric, my husband. Many of you know he works alongside with me in the business. I do all the content marketing front side of the business. He does all the tech and the lead generation side of the business that we help our clients with. And he's like, you don't have a problem with money. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you invest in Boesim, your mentor, in a high-level mastermind. You constantly buy courses and books, and you're constantly bettering you're constantly spending money, Lisa, to better yourself. You don't have money mindset issues. And I'm like, but I do. And let me explain. So huge aha for me. Spent the last quarter of 2019, like getting on top of this, and even now into 2020. And I want to share with you what I learned, and I want to prompt you with some questions so that you can see, do you have an issue? Where is the issue? What is causing it? And how do you change your mindset around it? So I looked back at a story that jumped out for me, or something that just made me go, like, where could this have come from? Where of this not feeling safe, not being seen, where? And of course, if you do any research on money mindset, you'll learn that many of our beliefs for sure are ingrained from our parents. Whether they were well-intentioned or ill-intentioned, our ideals about money come from the role modeling that they gave us. And we didn't talk about money in my family. And I can remember, though, around our wedding, so like almost 15 years ago, Eric and I getting married, and I can remember we wanted to get married, and we ended up getting married at this beautiful golf course. And I'm from small town Pennsylvania. It's like Hickville. It is just an interesting, 1,000 people in my town, like interesting dynamic. There aren't that many nice places to choose from. Like, you want to go to a pub, you want to go to a bar, you want to go to those kinds of places, like a dining hall, like an AmVets. Those kinds of things, many of them. But in terms of like actual really nice, elegant, classy places, there weren't that many. And there was one called Eagle Rock Resort. And you can ski there, you can golf there. It's just gorgeous in the mountains. And we're like, yes, this is totally us, because we were having a very earthy-like wedding with like bark and trees and green and rocks and just that root earth grounding is always those colors, browns and greens. Like, that's what spoke to us. That was the theme of our wedding. So we're like, this is perfect in the mountains, big place where we had the reception, beautiful panoramic views where deer were running in the mountains. And it was fall. It was like right when the September, right when the leaves were turning. It was a dream come true. And when we first started looking there, I brought it up to my mom, my dad, and my mom's first words to me were, well, who do you think you are? Only doctors and lawyers and those kinds of people get married at that resort. And I thought, what do you mean, who do I think I am? I think I'm a woman that's getting married to the love of my life, and we make good money and we can afford it. And that's where and they weren't paying for it, by the way, right? And I'm like, that's what we're going to do. And that always stuck with me, that like, who do I think I am? And that whole view of only certain kinds of people get married there, and I'm not those kinds of people. And that was probably one of my very first in my adulthood divides of, oh, those people with money are rich and happy and beautiful. And that is not me. That is not what I came from. That is not ever going to be there for me. And even though, again, the action, we got married there anyway, and it was beautiful and it was perfect and exactly what we wanted, that limiting belief and that story stuck with me, that that's not me. And it created this divide that I'm never going to have enough money. I'm never going to have access to fancy things, or that if I do, because we do, Eric and I have a beautiful life, a beautiful home. We have more than we could have ever imagined for. We love our life, that I don't deserve it, or I shouldn't have it, or I'm gonna lose it because it was never meant for me to have. And that was where I was like, oh, that is the story that's driving this fear that I'm either going to attract the wrong people in my business, or I'm not going to have enough clients to sustain the beautiful lifestyle that we have, the ability to travel, to do renovations to our home, to have a safe, stable, nice vehicle, to eat healthy, clean food, to have access to gyms and equipment and live a good life. It's going to be taken away from me because it was never mine to have. What? So what about you? I want you to take some time to think about those stories. And it didn't come to me right away. Again, my beautiful friends and clients that I help, I've helped a lot of people in like the meditation space and the relationship space. And they're like, Lisa, you gotta meditate. You gotta meditate. And I'm like, I don't meditate. You gotta journal. I'm like, I don't really journal. So, I mean, you gotta do gratitude. You have to have gratitude for what you have. Gratitude unlocks it. Gratitude, meditation, journaling. I'm like, yeah, I tried those things and they just never really stuck with me. Well, once I uncovered this, you best believe I made those start to stick with me. So I got I'm looking at it here. If you guys are watching this, I know podcasts, you can't see my eyeballs, but if you see me on the screen, you're with me here and you see me looking up, because I'm looking at it's called the 5-minute journal. And it's basically 5 minutes, and it's like 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes at night of gratitude, prompted gratitude journaling. I'm like, the reason why I never could stick with it, meditation, journaling, gratitude, is because I need prompts. I kind of suck when I'm left to my own devices in the beginning when you're learning something new. Somebody's teaching you to play golf, they wouldn't just say, well, sure, go pick up some clubs and start swinging. You could certainly teach yourself golf that way, but you may get frustrated along the way if you don't know what you're doing. So for me, I'm like, I need prompts. I need a teacher. So the 5-minute journal is my gratitude. And then, I know I'm standing up so I can see what it says. This, again, podcasters, you can't see it, but the Super Attractor Journal by Gabby Bernstein. I just got this as well. And again, it's like a guided journaling, guided prompts. And I got the Super Attractor cards. Like, look at me. I don't do cards. You kidding me? But I got these cards to go with it because it gives me something to focus on. It guides my journaling. It guides my view. And then meditation, I've been just like YouTubing. I've been YouTubing on what I want, like 5-minute money mindset meditation, 5-minute loving kindness meditation, 5-minute focus meditation, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all I've been doing. 5 minutes. I'm not trying to meditate for like 2 hours, an hour, 45 minutes, 5 minutes. And I started doing that. And that was when these things started, the secrets came out for me, or the stories started to be uncovered after probably about 2 months of meditation, journaling, and the gratitude. So these stories, like these ahas and these stories that you want to uncover, don't give up if you do something once or twice and it doesn't come to you. It takes time sometimes to uncover those patterns that have been wired in our brain for a very long time. Now, I thought my word for 2020 was collaboration, and it is, because I got some events and some things coming up that I'm going to be collaborating with others, and I'm so excited about that. But then I thought, man, no, it just hit me today. My word is transform. Because when I'm looking at my board over here, when I'm looking at what I'm creating, the first one's called the taste of transformation in business, the feminine transformation, which is all about getting on your right path, not being burnt out. And the wings of transformation is the third event around your personal story. And then the workout program that I picked, that I just started doing, Transform 20 with Sean T. I love him. I'm like, oh my God, dummy, it's been in front of you the whole time. Your word is transform. I create courses and memberships and funnels and websites and lead magnets and newsletters and blogs and podcasts, and that's the how. But the why is to help people transform. And I came up with, for people to heal and be heard, right? That was my first kind of new mission statement that I came up with. But I was able to go deeper with the transform and say, I want people to heal in the highest way so they can do the greatest good. Man, so what is, again, I'm like geeking out right now at my own ahas. I want you to feel the same way. What is it for you? What is your word? And I know people say, what is your word? It's so been done. It's that your word's not the end game. Have a word. Have a word, because it unlocks other things for you. Your word, make sure your word is not your how. Make sure, like the collaboration, I'm like, the collaboration is the how for me. Putting on the events, creating content, creating things for people. That's the collaboration is the how. What's the why? The why is to transform. So you need that like word before your word. I want you to journal about that. If you can come up with kind of like a mission statement, or literally just get the freaking pen to paper. To heal and be heard, I came up with that probably 6 months ago. And now like this morning, I was like, what? I was able to go deeper with transform and heal in the highest way to do the greatest good. These things take time. Then you got your word, you got your why, you got your how. You're looking at your patterns around money. You can't do it alone. There's going to come a time where you need to invest. You need to invest in someone like Eric and I. Maybe you need to invest in a therapist. Maybe you need to invest in a money mindset coach. Like whether you need content, digital marketer, lead generation, creator like Eric and I. Maybe you need a mentor. You need people. You need a team. Maybe you need a VA. You need friends. You need family. You're going to have to invest at some point in your business, because when you don't invest, when you're not giving to others and giving to the universe, you're not going to get in return. Like when you invest, whenever I invest, like I remember going back to where Eric said to me, like, what are you talking about? You buy books and courses and mentors and masterminds and group coaching programs, and like you're constantly learning. I let it go. I invest and I let it go, because I've now started to look at the mentor, and I've started to not look at just, again, the how, like the Zoom calls and like, I don't care about how you're going to deliver it to me. I care about the why. And I look at the role modeling of their life. Like I look at Bo Eason, who's my mentor. And what I want you to start looking at in your mentors and people that you invest with, what is their health? What is their family life like? What is their stability financially and in their business? And what results do they get people? It's not just about the results they get people. That one is huge, huge, huge. Ask for testimonials. Ask for people to actually speak to. Look up the people that are involved and are close to them, and what results have they gotten. But look at how they live their life. Because if they're not in good health, if their kids don't even know who they are, if they don't care about their family, I don't care if they made 7 figures in 7 days. Then what? Are they one-hit wonders? What is their growth plan? What is their stability? I want you to look at that in those mentors before you say yes. But if all those, and that's what's important to me, you got to decide what's important to you. But once you tick off all those boxes, invest. Let go. Money will come back to you because you're either going to get your ROI that you want, or you're going to get a good lesson learned in the process. It's one or the other when you look at it that way. I hope that I can help you in 2020. I hope that I can help you transform. And I know on my end that I can, but I want you to look at that for me. My health, me and Eric's health, our family, our stability, our results. If you go to lisapezik.com, right on the homepage, about three-fourth of the way down, you'll see transformation videos. You'll see testimonials. See if those resonate with you, the results that we were able to get people. That's what I want for you. I want you to look at that for us. And I want you to give us a call. I want you to send us an email. I want you to Facebook message me. I want you to reach out to me in the way that you feel the most comfortable. I want you to text me if you want to. However you want to do that. Reach out to me and let's have a conversation about not the how. I got the how. We got you. We got a team around the world that can help you create and do whatever the heck it is that you want. I want to know the why. What are we transforming in your life? And what effect is this going to have? Whatever you want to build and do, what is that going to have on other people? What's that going to have on the planet? That's running that conscious business. That's letting go of that scarcity mindset. That's letting go of all the money blocks that you don't feel safe and you don't feel seen and you don't feel heard and you've got something to prove. I want to transform you out of that. And that's why I love that my 3 big events I'm planning for 2020, a taste of transformation, the feminine transformation, the wings of transformation. There is possibility in those 3, and that possibility is for you. You're already perfect just the way you are. Don't buy into that story like where my mom said to me, well, that's not for you. Yes, it is. Joy, happiness, freedom, abundance, it is for you, but you have to be the first one to start believing that. So get in contact with me and let's set a plan for 2020. Your time is now. I believe in you, and I want to honor you and thank you for being here with me on this first podcast of 2020. I love doing this. I love serving you. I love teaching you. I love sharing with you stories. And I love showing you that even when people tell you, who do you think you are? You prove them wrong and you go and do it anyway, right? And you do it for you. That's what it's all about. So get in contact with me. I will talk to you soon. I wish you a beautiful rest of the day. And thanks for tuning in to the Lisa Pezik Show.